Last time on Long Distance Dungeons and Dragons Dinner Theater. After escaping war-torn Northport, Greer and Chasnov headed through the Darkwood Forest towards Southport, but found the city being fast approached by an elven robot army, so they quickly allied themselves with the local Blinding Light Guild to fight against them. And after escaping with their lives in a narrow victory, Greer was accepted into the Blinding Light Guild, while Chasnov asked around about the strange occurrences in the Darkwood Forest, before rejoining Greer as the locals celebrated their victory. In Finn's body, Bahamut traveled with Kaleem toward Oestra, trying to avoid the local undead population. The two managed to make it around the wall and spotted a strange dancing hut parked at the docks. They decided to have a conversation with a zombie in the rocking chair on the front porch, and went searching for the owner after stealing someone's access card. While they were at the tavern, Cersei, Harlock, and Ramses returned to the Spachiman household to check on the very pregnant Morgan. Left Ramses behind with her before returning to the dancing hut, where Bahamut and his monk friend were once again engaged in conversation with Froderick. And now, Long Distance Dungeons and Dragons Dinner Theater continues.
Do you want to have a last-minute conversation with Froderick before Cersei and Harlock approach their Finn/Bahamut?
Yeah, that's a really interesting political opinion, Froderick. I didn't understand the undead were so keen on such issues.
So just
I
as
can definitely say you've swayed me.
This is town of Urgathoa. Undead are respected.
So just as Froderick is swaying Finn/Bahamut on the rights of the undead, Cersei and Harlock approach. You see a halfling and a human monk, bald guy, white robe.
Cersei will stroll up and, using her, I guess, best diplomacy, say, greetings. What are you doing at my hut? And that's 29. Why are you talking to my zombie? I'm just gonna shout, who the fuck are you?
Roll and intimidate.
24.
Pretty intimidating.
So we're playing good cop, bad cop, basically.
Yeah. Alright, good cop, bad cop come up on you, Bahamut. What do you do?
Well, I just had one person say very nicely to me, what are you doing? And then another person asked me who the fuck I am.
Yeah.
I guess I probably should have said something like, may I help you? Like, greetings, you know.
Well, congratulations. Proper Mr.? Is it Mr. Space Spachiman? Or Lord? Duke? What's the proper title?
Sir Spaceman?
Favored son, Spachiman? Congratulations on your marriage, and I recognize you from the fan magazine.
I'm rolling a sense motive on that shit.
Yeah, I'll roll that too. I only got a 10.
Yeah, I only got a 13.
You guys didn't even know you were in the Rolling Snake magazine.
Oh,
For real? We're rolling snake.
Hell yeah. So, Cersei would be like, oh, so did you bring a present?
No, I think we'd be like, oh, so you want an autograph, man? We'd be happy to autograph your magazine.
And then I guess to Cersei, I would say I've been conversing with your loyal and respectable servant, or I guess hut watcher. I noticed it from afar, and it's very unique, I would say.
Cersei will respond.
I appreciate it.
She'll say, my apologies. Froderick isn't much of a talker. But yeah, this is my current mode of conveyance. Pretty awesome. I had to give up quite a bit to get it, but we're, figuring out how she works.
I understand sacrifice.
You guys go deep first conversation. I like it.
Yeah. Well, I'll, of course, introduce myself and Froderick and Harlock. I'm Cersei, the Swamp Witch, Queen of the Dark Naga.
It's a long name.
And this is Harlock Spachiman, Froderick, my zombie.
I'm Finn. I'm Finn.
Oh! Perception check on her, almost saying the wrong name. Natural 20!
Yes, that sounds like Cersei's heard enough to be curious. Do a sense motive on the misspeak on the name.
Yeah, might as well. Oh, natural 1. So I noticed it, but I have no idea.
You have no idea what it means.
I almost said my nickname.
All right, bluff me.
17.
So go ahead and tell Cersei what your real name is. Now that you said I accidentally almost said my nickname.
Bobby.
My nerd.
Bobby? All right, that's a bluff check again then. Versus a sense motive. To anyone that wants to roll it that's nearby.
Yeah, I'm
25.
Wow, yeah, that beats me. 11.
I got a 19 on sense motive.
Yeah.
All right.
5 on bluff.
You guys believe this person's name is Bobby.
This is a rogue at work, everyone.
This is
No,
Bobby
my
Mud.
name is Ed. My mother only calls me.
Another bluff. For no reason. A needless bluff.
19.
It's showing off.
I got 23!
I'm about to say, I'm gonna start searching on bullshit.
might waste my reroll just to beat this one.
I'll just, I'll be like, your mother calls you Bobby.
How did you get that
tell
from
me-
Finn?
She was a gypsy lord who didn't care for me very much.
Bluff check.
Not bluff check.
Yeah,
No, that's a bluff check for Bahamut.
Again, stop it.
That's not. You're not Finn. We've had this discussion. You're not Finn. You know Finn. You know things about Finn's history, but you're not Finn. Are you? Are you Finn? I was actually having this thought the other day. If you're willing to make this caveat and not know it yet, I'll allow this move to happen. If Bahamut has been inside of Finn for a longer time than he realizes because time is morphic on his plane and so on and so forth. What if he's been trapped in Finn's body since birth and knows everything Finn's knows because he's actually been experiencing it all, but only was unleashed just now?
Oh my god.
If you're willing to go with that, then I'll let that be.
Well, we already said that Finn's mother might have made a deal, though, to deal.
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of
So
fitting.
are we
It
saying
totally
that?
works.
That's part of the deal. That's
part of the
So
deal.
are you saying that Protean lords were like, okay, deal, but then put Bahamut inside Finn at birth back
Yeah.
in time?
Yep. No, that's been that way. It's been his whole life. But Bahamut didn't know it. Like Bahamut, just like being confused, Kagatar stuck in his body, did not realize it. Like grew up inside this thing's body, and like as a human, like as Finn, not knowing he was a Kekatar. And then outside of the Darling Mansion is the point in time when you were like sent on your mission or whatever.
And so I was kind of like a search cell, is that what you're saying? And
Yeah.
that's when they find out.
Yeah, like when you
Boom.
hit puberty, boom, that's when,
Yeah.
Alright.
And then that totally works. That was all for that. That was all just to win that bluff check.
Way ahead.
Alright, well, Cersei will be like, I know what it's like to be estranged from one of your birth parents. A giant egg fell on my mother, so that was a bummer.
Incredibly unusual, and
Yeah, I was just
Yeah,
outside.
it's really weird that
I
a
was
giant
outside.
egg killed your mother, and now you're riding around in a giant chicken hut.
Yeah, but I smash eggs on the reg, so it's kind of my own way to get vengeance against eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This whole 3 years is all anti-egg propaganda.
Yeah, the entire thing. So, after all of our introductions, I guess I'll invite you inside to smoke my diplomacy.
Oh, I'm gonna take you on the
Alright.
tour of the hut.
Can I roll a peer pressure check?
Intimidation, you mean?
Yeah.
You want to smoke the weed?
Halim will smoke. How about that? Can we compromise? I have this person take home.
Weed that makes us
Makes
more
you everyone friendly with everybody.
It's
I
just some
feel like
bomb-ass weed, man.
I'll try and intimidate. I mean,
Oh no, I guess I'll take a little bit of it.
I'm gonna intimidate. You know, you wanna.
This has turned into an anti-drug commercial. Hey guys, peer pressure is
I know,
wrong.
right?
Don't peer pressure people into doing drugs.
All right, so we're gonna go inside. We're gonna go inside, and I'll start the weed. We're just gonna smoke it out of my pipe. I'm gonna sleight of hand instead of diplomacy weed. I'm gonna drop truth nag in there.
Alright, so you put in some
Yeah,
truth
no,
herb.
Well, you don't have a choice because you might not see it if I roll a high enough sleight of hand.
Wait, can I roll perception?
That's exactly what you have to do to beat. You have to beat the number he rolls. So beat it 19 with your perception.
22.
Alright, you do
I'm
see.
gonna surge it.
Alright, surge it.
Shit. I don't have soda.
Well, I do have a center truth, but this is a quick way for me to do this. With
Yeah,
I
save a
just
spell
don't
slot.
understand why you're doing that since
that
you
takes
don't
me to
have,
24.
but you don't have any reason to.
I'm already.
Cersei's
like,
been suspicious of a lot of people. They've had a lot of encounters with a lot of strangers in this game, so I think
Like
it's
one
just,
blew up her shirt.
yeah, it's extra precautionary measures, I think. So she's giving you the tour of this house. So you're getting the tour of the hut, which doesn't seem like very much. It's like a big 45-foot room with not very much in it. So Cersei's like, this is the table, this is the bowl, and and this is the cauldron, this is my pantry, and this is my chicken. And as Cersei is showing you around, she lights up her bowl with the stuff that she switched out, which creates a cloud of truth. Yeah, so everyone in it has to tell the truth. Yeah, let's just do a will save to see if it affects you or not. It's not a very high one. I believe it was like a 15 or something, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's probably a DC 15.
So it's not hard to beat.
I'm gonna smoke that shit too, so she would like, oh, this shit's safe.
Yeah, I'm gonna smoke it too, and I got a 24, so I.
And it's technically mind affecting, not a poison.
I have a 15. Is it 15 feet of
Yeah,
15?
15 feet.
9.
He has a 9?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
No, he beats it.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right. No one
that was
has to be
cool.
truthful.
Alright, you guys are smoking, but they're still gonna lie as much as they want. I'll give you a bonus of like +2 or something for the time being. Your bluffs.
Alright, well, I'll be like, hey, let me show you our shroom room, and because we need to air that out for once a day.
Oh man.
I'll draw the door and make the arcane mark of the mushroom, aka a penis. Yeah, penis. And cast open on it.
You draw a penis on a chalk door, you open it. So he draws a chalk door, but then opens it, and this wall actually opens up to a room that's about the same size as the one you're in right now. There's a small patch of mushrooms in the middle.
I'm gonna sense motive.
Yes.
20. A natural 20.
He's honestly showing you a mushroom room.
Yeah, but you do sense he's probably growing these mushrooms for a reason. You don't know if it's for profit or power, or if these mushrooms have some other kind of special effect, but you do assume he's not growing mushrooms for nothing, or she's not growing mushrooms for nothing.
I'm not really sure why she's showing it to me.
Well, the rest of the house is kind of boring. I wanted to just show
She
you
just show you the fact that she could draw a door on a wall. And I mean, I guess that doesn't surprise you very much because you're also from the Maelstrom, and that kind of stuff happens all the time. So this might not surprise you.
No.
So maybe she was looking to impress you by opening a door in the wall, but it does not impress Bahamut/Finn. Finn does not seem impressed by your cool trick, Cersei.
We could get an eyebrow raise because I wouldn't expect something like this to exist on the mortal plane.
Well, she said she was interested in the...
In the hut. That's why she came. You're showing some tricks off.
Well, I have other doors, but that's the one that I needed to open at the moment.
The one for the
I'm gonna
poop.
create water and anything else we need to do once a day that we've been.
I sploosh some mushrooms. I get it.
Alright, we'll close up the shroom door, and I'll remove my arcane mark.
Well, is that like? Well, there must be other doors. That's really interesting.
Oh yeah, I've got
This
doors.
is it.
I've got doors
This
on
is really
doors.
impressive.
Good, glad you liked it. Yeah, I can make mad
I'm glad
doors.
you like my door.
I got a pantry over here with like 2 or 3 items in it right now.
I don't know if you know this about Cersei, but she fancies halfling men.
Actually, yeah, I got down with 12 sagebrush.
She's got a history. She's got a history of crushing some halfling pelvis.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It's more like daddy issues because daddy was a dwarf. So
Short dudes, yeah.
Halim is definitely taken aback by all of this. Definitely surprised. Tiny brain can't even take it.
Yeah, he's never seen anything like this before.
They're
First
so
there was a
cute.
giant walking chicken hut, now there's magic doors inside. His life in the
Yeah.
Jolly Metropolis did not prepare him for this.
No, it did not. He's all this.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? Tell me more about your friend Aline there.
Well, in Darling Metropolis.
Fuck that place! I had just a difficult time in that town back in the day. Me and some of my traveling companions had some issues with a dude lady named Jim.
Oh, you mean Jim Darling? You actually met Jim Darling? That's so exciting.
No, we never met Jim, actually. We left that town in a bit of a hurry, and probably aren't very welcome back there anymore.
I guess you would be happy to know that it's not doing very well.
Awesome, great to hear.
My dad lost his job.
Oh, your dad worked for whom?
And Darling himself.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
should I say, disgrace Jim Darling.
Good, I'm okay with that.
And my dad lost his job?
No, that Jim's Grace.
Yeah, I guess you're
Pain in my ass.
Great.
Well, nice talking to you, Khalid.
I'm not here again.
Yeah, well, that's the old place there. Me and Harlock are probably gonna head out here pretty soon, and you guys, unfortunately, you're not welcome to stay here. But Harlock, any input here?
I feel like there's some good rooms over at the old tavern.
Well, I wasn't looking to stay.
Yeah, well, I was just saying you
Here?
can't. I was just saying you can't stay here. So
You don't have to go home, but you're gonna get the fuck out.
it's time to go. Mama's got to cast some spells.
Closing
and,
time.
Yeah. His wife's going to be waking up in about 6 minutes. So,
Oh my god, run!
Well, great. Thanks for showing me your weird hut.
yeah, well, you did ask about it, so welcome.
Roll your perception check, Finn/Bahamut.
Natural one.
You don't notice this. There are several people sleeping on the floor.
Weirdly sleeping on the floor.
Doesn't even draw your attention.
You cannot. I'm sorry, you can't stay here.
there's three people sleeping on the floor. So you gotta
What
go.
about?
Oh, you know what? You were really hospitable, and gotta thank for that. And it's best to get it on.
Alright,
Yeah.
well, I'll let you know that I usually end up at the tavern after a long day of work, and I usually sit down and have a glass of wine.
Work?
Yeah, I've been working with one of the local groups here. I just helped create this thing called buddy bands. They're pretty awesome, and I'm working on
Buddy bands?
Yeah, buddy bands. It's, if I have one, and like let's say if you had one, and I needed to teleport to you, or you needed to teleport, all you have to do is activate it, and then boom.
Well, they take electrical charges, so you have to have charges to use them.
Well, I didn't tell her that.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to divulge all the secrets of my buddy bands here. She can't afford them.
No.
I'm the only person I know who has buddy bands. Well, but I'm just telling you that, this is the kind of work that I'm doing. I'm trying to help out the Dolway crew. But I'll be hanging out at the tavern drinking a nice expensive bottle of wine most evenings. Or the Urgathoan Temple, yeah. I do. Harlack and I go there on the reg, but Urgathoan.
Great. So all my time getting here. I'll see you later.
Yeah, come on.
We go into this world.
Bone after bone.
Where do you go when you leave the hut?
Oh, amazing. So I guess we'll go to the tavern
Roll
and
your perception check, Bahamut/Finn.
25.
On your way back to the tavern, you see Cersei and Harlock leaving the hut.
I think we'll follow him.
You trying to sneak follow them, or just follow them?
I guess.
Alright, so roll me a stealth check for you and Kaleem. And then Cersei and Harlock can roll some perception checks to see if they notice that you're being followed.
22.
I only got a 19.
I only got a fucking 13. Yeah, she's good. At least
But how's Kaleem?
So you see,
Kaleem bumps into a trash can.
I fucking hate this vibe.
we can fix this.
Kaleem,
we'll turn
Kaleem
around
does
to
draw
that.
your attention. You guys don't see, you turn around, you don't see Bahamut/Finn, whichever one he introduced himself as. You don't see Bahamut. Bahamut's short, hiding by himself, but you do see the dumb kid. You do see Kaleem.
yeah, the bald monk. We'll be like, hey, buddy, what's going on? You need something?
Not very agile there for a good old monkey.
I mean, you guys just said that you met Jim Darling. You know, fella is Jim Darling.
Do you now?
Yeah, he was really shitty to my dad. Fired him.
Ah, so you're looking for Vince, Jim Darling, perhaps?
Boy, am I.
Alright, well, I'll tell the monk to meet me at the tavern and we can talk some downfall of Jim Darling. And we'll meet up, tomorrow or something.
Brunch. Yeah, let's meet for brunch.
Ooh, brunch.
Ooh, I've never had this.
Ooh, brunch.
Do you brunch?
How did you make up that word?
Linguistics check to understand what it means.
Things like just egg and mutton. Love it.
We're going to show you something that we just discovered called tacos. They are phenomenal.
They take 8 hours to make, apparently.
We can start now.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't wait to feel my inner rage and at the same time enjoy a delicious meal.
Yeah, well, bring your friend Finn, Boffin.
Finlandia, or whatever her name was.
You know me.
I heard you say Boffin, but you
Bobby.
made me believe
I thought
your mom calls you Bobby.
Call you Bobby, yeah.
They all call me Ben.
Well, you're not talking to us right now, so I'm going to call you Boffin.
I'm gonna misinterpret it as Finlandia.
Alright, yeah, so we'll say, see you later. Brunch tacos.
Alright, you guys try to walk away. Does Finn or Kaleem continue to try and follow?
I guess I wouldn't be
I think,
suspicious. If I was suspicious, I'd definitely obscuring this, but I don't think I am.
I don't think we have much to worry about
Yeah.
here.
He seems like a bumbling idiot.
Yeah, he's like a fangirl, and like,
He's really... So I guess I'll just instruct Helene to go to the pub and wait and feel like he can't get into too much trouble there, and if he does, I guess I don't really care.
I've saved you
but-
twice and it's up to you now. Just not die at the pub. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's no law here, so I don't think there are going to be many pub fights since everybody seems, tamed. But
Sweet chemistry battle.
he's going to go. I'm going to keep following him.
All right. So you're gonna stealth again? You guys are perception again?
yeah, I only get a 10. She's gonna stealth. She's gonna follow.
33.
Yeah, she's gonna follow.
13 again.
Bobby Finn follows you guys back to the mansion and sees you guys approaching the front door. Swipe your access card and enter the house.
What color? Perception check for what color the access card is? 22.
It was a white card.
Oh, awesome. Is there, perception checks to 24?
I mean, yeah, it's one of the Spaceman villas. All 4 of those houses there along the coast are Spaceman villas, owned by the Spachiman family, the richest family in town.
Well, it seems like it's guarded by a white card. I'm not from around here, so you'll have to excuse me. I don't know your ways. But it's the white card. That's the lowest access card, is it not?
He says, oh, you must mean Harlock's house. Well, he doesn't have very high access. He never really joined Dolway. His dad is the founder. There are benefits to your dad being the richest guy in town, I guess.
Forgot how much I fucking hated rogues.
Alright, well, thanks. I guess I'll go back to the tavern and join up with Halim, but I'm going to sit in a dark corner.
Alright, you go to a dark corner of the bar.
Because I know that Thirsty and or Harlock are returning to visit Halim.
In the morning, so you got 10 hours or so.
Oh, well, great, I guess. Do they have rooms in the tavern?
There's an inn attached to the tavern. Rooms are 10 gold a night.
Deal.
Right.
Or if they're looking for entertainment, I can trade my services as an orator or a gleeman for a free night stay.
They're not interested in entertainment. Entertainment is for people who don't have time to think about important things.
Okay, well, forget I even asked. 10 gold is a deal. Colleen, pay the man.
Kaleem pays the man. You guys share a room.
Alright, well, I guess...
So you got snuggled?
No, Halim is gonna sleep on the floor.
Even though there are 2 beds, Kaleem is gonna sleep on the floor.
Oh, there are 2 beds?
You
Well,
push
then-
both beds together with your halfling body that doesn't even cover one of
Classic vomit.
Monk long as they're supposed to give up like earthly things, like
Yeah,
they should be able
That's
to.
true.
swing
Yeah.
We're teaching him a valuable monk lesson.
Move on. Yeah, you know
Yeah,
what?
he prefers the floor, really.
You prefer the floor? Yes, I do, Ben. Do you need a pillow or anything?
No, keep all of them, please.
Way to play two characters.
So Kaleem sleeps on the floor while Bahamut gets 2 beds.
I have to tell Helene something. There's something about me that you probably guessed already, though I doubt it because you're kind of an idiot. But weird things happen to
Brutal.
me
Intelligence
at
score.
night. I was cursed by it, so sometimes weird stuff happens at night. And
Like that
What,
time you
Jack?
turned into a flag? You mean like that?
Something along those lines.
It's okay, I have night terrors too. I understand what it's like to have a weird nighttime disability, although yours is more strange and magical than mine. I guess I can overlook your thing if you overlook my thing. If I ever wake up screaming in the middle of the night, just wait for it to stop.
No, I will, little thing.
Says the halfling.
We just like the size of a cat on king-size beds pushed together.
My physical form isn't how big I am. Sometimes I just need the extra space for...
Who knows what you might turn into? Do you rest for the night?
Yeah.
Alright, let's roll a percentage chance. This will be fun. You actually turn into a woman.
A woman?
Yeah, you turn into a human woman.
Not awful.
Kaleem
You
is.
finally become a human woman.
So I guess we both wake up together.
Oh, so now Kaleem gets into the bed?
No, I meant we both wake up.
Oh, at the
around
same time. Oh, like simultaneously, like you both just sit up, like, whoa, it's 6 o'clock, we both wake up.
So
For the rooster
weird.
crow.
Yeah, you wake up, you realize you're a woman, your clothes are very tight, you're now medium size instead of small. You're 1 size larger.
Ooh, that's hot.
Still wearing your halfling man clothes.
How?
So you can stay a woman until you want to make the will save, basically.
Not a bad idea, actually.
Okay.
It'll affect your, like I said, you're going to lose that dex bonus you get for AC, so anything that you would get for your small size you'll lose while you're medium, but otherwise you're a human woman for the time being.
Take Taylor as a profession because you are going to be ripping through a lot of clothes. Just hulking out of everything you
I
own.
guess I'm gonna start going this way.
Yeah.
I actually gotta take the class.
Hello?
No.
Oh, hell
Yeah.
yeah!
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, on it. Hey, no problem. There's a knocking on your door. You hear a very loud bang and it does not stop.
Alright, well, I guess we're gonna duck out of the window.
Alright, you guys jump out the window. You're on the 4th floor. So you're going to take 46 fall damage unless you reflex save your landing, then you'll take half.
Climb or acrobatic.
I said acrobatic.
Yeah, you still have to land it, even with acrobatics. Climb would be less, but you're not fall. There's no fall damage with climb.
But I have a rope.
You want to rope out the window, tie the rope to the bed, and climb out. If it's a starting rope, it's 50 foot. That's what the normal starting rope is.
Yeah.
So that's enough to climb out. So you tie the rope to the bed. Roll me a survival check to tie a knot to the bed.
You can go back to
I'm
work.
not gonna need it. I'm gonna book it straight to that fucking hut. You think I'm fucking stupid? Kaleem rolls a 15.
All right, so Kaleem is able to tie a decent enough knot to the bed. You guys want to roll climb checks to climb out?
Yeah.
You need a 15 to climb a rope.
I got 15 for Baphomet,
Just enough.
7 for Helene.
All right, he's gonna have trouble climbing the rope. He's gonna slip and
Maybe
get
try
some.
again.
He's gonna take some 3 rope burn on his hand. That's all. He's not gonna fall, but he'll take some rope burn on his hand. So he'll take 3 hand damage.
Jerking it all night.
Getting some
She comes to a lady.
So you guys hit the ground. His hands are all red and burning. So you made it out the window in time. You hear, there they are.
Hold on. Kaleem is gonna use a potion of cure light wound to heal the rope burns on his hand.
So you let the dude chug a potion.
Heals me back up to health.
Alright, you're
There
alright.
they are.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
Me too.
There are 5 look like troll sword soldiers in the streets that see you and are pointing and saying, "That's there they are. That's them."
Wait, the mansion or the hut closer?
Mansion.
Looking up for that mansion.
All right, you run to this Pachiman mansion.
I got a key card. Me.
You swipe your keycard, the door opens. As a loudspeaker in the house says, "Visitor announced, Cheesy McBurger entering the facility." So anyone inside the mansion? Who's in the villa right now?
Morgan,
Harlock, Cersei,
5 clockwork gnomes.
Alright, so
Yeah,
roll perception
Ramsey.
checks for anyone that's there.
23.
Yeah, you just heard that strange announcement.
Morgan's gonna fucking crush it. Morgan got a nat 20. Morgan got a 34, but it was a nat 20.
Yeah, Morgan definitely saw these 2 people walking into her house.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna scream troll.
Alright.
Trolls in the dungeon!
A human woman that you've never met before in your life. And Kaleem that you have met before.
Fangirl monk. Cersei would run out and be like,
Kaleem is definitely terrified out of his mind.
Kaleem, what the shit's going on? Who is this?
Suddenly,
Is
there are
this Cheesy McBurgers?
This is...
there are people knocking on our door.
I'm going to shove Morgan into the mirror.
Alright, you say the magic words. I need you to do, was it spellcraft or something? Or use magic device, actually, for the mirror.
Cersei's probably gonna pop on her true sight goggles just because she might draw some sort of conclusion.
Harlock rolled a 25.
Yeah, you're able to activate the mirror.
I looked it up. It doesn't say like how much like air is in there or anything.
It's like as long as you don't, the mirror's not really there. So as long as you've activated it, it's not. It's like an open space. It's like the hut kind of is.
It's just kind of appears.
You can see through it. Yeah.
Yeah, Morgan's gonna hide in there.
All right, Morgan's hiding in the mirror hole.
Cause waiting to fuck shit up.
Cersei puts on her true sight goggles. Still sees a human woman standing there. Still sees Kaleem.
Alright, so Cersei and I will meet up with whoever cheeseburger Donald's. They just came in the fucking house.
When we like, so...
Dude, just trying to warn you about Attack on the City. I don't understand why this is taking so long.
Attack on the City.
Attack on the City?
Roll for initiative.
Thanks for bringing them here.
Come on, y'all seem like pretty powerful people. Excuse us.
As usual, Harlock fails
7.
initiative. Oh, okay. So Harlock did better than
Hold
normal.
on.
Harlock had a 13, not last place.
Finn, Bahamut, Human Lady, good. And Halim, 6.
I got a 16. So if you beat a 16, you can go before the 5 trolls. We're now charging towards the open door of the mansion.
We've had issues with trolls in the past.
Yeah.
But
Well, I guess I'll fire an arrow at him then. How about that? I'll hide behind Halim.
I like it. And shoot like between his legs.
Do a stealth attack.
it's not stealthing though, is it?
I'm hiding behind somebody.
It's not a sneak attack though, because they know they came in at you. So I don't think they'd be surprised to get attacked.
Initiative.
They gotta be
You
like.
have to be hidden to be stealthy.
By the way, Harlock is booking it towards the front door this whole time.
That'll be your move action then for this turn.
A run or whatever it takes.
I guess I'll roll perception for any doors off of the hallway.
Yeah, roll it.
Only beneficial if I'm sneak attacking.
No, you can still do
No,
damage.
you can still pump out damage.
Alright, well then fine. I'll just use my short bow.
Alright, roll it.
B is 5, your dex is 4, so that's a 19.
Oh, just barely a miss. One of them starts to squeeze through the door and take a swing at Harlock.
Suck my butt.
It's only gonna be a 19.
Nope.
That's the only one that can attack this turn.
Remember, I'm like on the front line.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. Phantasmal Killer on the front guy. So will first, then a fortitude.
Alright, I got an 8 will. 28 fortitude.
That's a fail and a success. It takes 8 damage.
Yeah, the one inside the house, I'm just going to take a full round and hit him twice. So the first one is going to be a 21 to hit.
Reflex save, which I make it 25, so I'll take half.
Alright. Ooh, nat 1.
So you slip and fall.
Alright, well, the first one is going to be 11 damage. Then the second one was a natural 1. So
you're now prone.
Unarmed strike means he's considered armed, and he can do stunning fist. 17.
Miss.
you get one more.
18.
18.
When doing so, you take a -2 on all of your attack rolls, so both rolls would have a -2 on them. So they're both miss. You do swing twice, but you missed twice.
Great. Is there any way I could use the time to slip through the hallway?
Yeah, you can move to the hallway if you want.
Hiding's pretty distracting. Can I stealth, into a hiding place?
Yeah, stealth into a hiding place.
Troll boss, then ghost.
Whatever.
Start shooting. Your dex is high as shit.
10.
Miss.
Plus your dex. Yeah, it's 14. It's still messed up.
Roll time. Alright, a second troll was able to squeeze through the front door. First troll will swing on Harlock and get a 34
Holy shit.
and do 13 damage.
Gotcha.
Second one will swing on Cersei and get an 18.
That's a miss.
Alright, back to you guys.
How tall is this foyer? How much ceiling space do I have? Can I fly up to the ceiling and get out of their reach?
Probably not, because they're about 10 foot tall or so, maybe larger.
What you're thinking?
So the ceiling is only about 15, 20 feet high at the most.
Walk up there with you.
Alright, well, I guess I'll just cast another Phantasmal Killer, the second one that came through.
My will save is a 15.
No good.
My fortitude's a 24.
13 damage.
Alright, I'm not prone, so I can only stand up and do a standard, right?
Yep, can't do a full round if you stand, because you have to stand up, yeah.
Alright, I'm going to stand up. I'm probably get an attack of opportunity on me, right? For standing.
No, they're not close enough.
Okay, alright.
I'll be nice.
Fine, I'm gonna start fucking shit up here in a second. I stand up and I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon. So I summon a scythe that can attack on its own.
Magic Scythe.
Razor Doa.
It strikes the opponent you designate, starting with one attack the first round that you summon it. It used your BAB the second round. So if I get 2 attacks, it gets 2 attacks, but not the first round that I summon.
Alright, so you only swing it one time this round.
It uses your BAB plus your Charisma modifier to hit, and it's... 18 plus 12 is a 30 to hit.
You hit one.
That'll be 1 plus 1 damage, sir, so take that. But I'm on my feet.
Back to
Munko.
Kaleem.
Yeah.
I love when a good plan fails horribly.
Yeah.
You know what Colleen is good for? Taking damage.
A
Yeah,
whole
all 9 points.
damage.
Oh. Braveheart that shit. Pull your pants down and distract him with something.
Do you think a wailing scream would be enough to distract a bunch of trolls?
You can try it.
Or waste 2 opportunities to hit nat 20?
That's what I'm saying. Go for your nat 20s. That's all you need to hit.
No?
You got a 1 in 20 chance. Ah! Nat 20! See? Always go for it.
Yes!
So Kaleem punches a guy? Is that what I'm getting?
Yes, he actually punches a guy!
Alright. Kaleem punches a big ass troll.
4 damage plus strength, so that's 1 each. So that's 6 damage.
6 damage Halim does for the group.
That's
Nice.
more than my level 1 character did, or my level 9 character did last round.
Oh,
Natural
leave
20.
Leave it, nat 20. Yeah.
Alright, Finn gets a hit in there too.
Okay, so 6 damage total.
Alright, third troll enters. 30 versus Harlock.
That's a hit.
That's gonna do 17 damage
Oh, stuck.
as this troll claws you. Second
Alright.
troll is gonna roll a 17 versus Kaleem.
Yep, that's a hit.
That's gonna do 13 damage to Kaleem.
He's
He's
unconscious.
And the third one's gonna do a 31 to Cersei.
That's a hit.
It's gonna do 12 damage.
Do you have anything shadow or something? Like, I can roll 5d6 if I get a hit, if I sneak attack. And I can cause bleeding, and I can stun. Like, I can do a lot of damage if I'm hidden, and I can melee attack.
So I'm gonna cast another Phantasmal Killer on the third guy that comes through.
It's gonna be a... no, it's a 10, it's still gonna fail. And then a 35 fortitude save.
7 damage. I was hanging out with him today. This is my fault. There's a band called Troll Guard. If he calls in and says the word Troll Guard to the DM, we get attacked by trolls.
We call Brian?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna blast a quick channel as my move action.
Who are you healing?
So everybody within 30 feet.
That you like? You have a selective channel, right? You can just pick the people?
Yeah, I've got selected. So everybody gets 17 hit points back.
Woo!
Kaleem is back up.
Yay, clean!
Can I see through the door? Like
No, there's another troll trying to enter into it right now, so it's hard to see through the troll's body.
Well, like if I wanted to cast a spell outside the door, could I do that?
Well, I mean, there's
I mean, what spell? I mean, you're familiar with the area, so I mean, what kind of spell are you trying to cast?
Incendiary cloud.
Yeah, you could do that. What's the range? It's range that's close enough that you could do it outside, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
This is going to char the exterior of your house. It's going to leave like a big char mark on your front door or something, but...
Yeah,
Don't worry,
That'll
I'll
look
cast
cool as
an
hell.
Ice Storm out there in a second.
100 feet plus 10 foot of level.
Yeah, you can totally do it outside if you want.
I'll cast, the roof is on fire.
Alright, incendiary cloud.
You get a reflex for half, so that's, you gotta be at 20.
I don't think I did. I think I got a 15 just now. No, I got an 18, but no, I didn't beat a 20, so...
12 damage.
12 damage to the ones outside.
Stupid monk is alive now.
See if you can get nat 20. Nope.
Ah, nat 20 again! What the fuck? On the second roll. Loaded dice. Plus 3. So 8 damage.
Yeah, the heavy hitter. It's only 19.
19.
That's a mess. So
Is...
back to the troll.
Trolls.
So, Cersei has on her true sight goggles, and when she looked at me, she still saw a human woman.
Correct, because you truly are a human woman. You're not it's not an illusion. Alright, the fourth troll enters the building. Troll number 1 at Finn is going to be a 20, not natural. That's going to be 13 damage on Finn. Slash vomit.
That shouldn't be that bad for you right now.
Next one on Cersei. It's only going to be a 17 on Cersei.
This.
On Harlock, I got a 34.
Of course you did.
That's going to be 12 damage. And the fourth one, I rolled a natural 1, so one of the trolls, the one that just entered the house, is going to trip when he enters the house and fall prone.
Let's see. I would like to try to cast one of my mythic lightning bolts that I can change the direction of.
You can probably hit 4 of them if you do that.
So if you want to roll that reflex save, I'll start rolling damage.
I rolled a 24.
That is enough. 22, so they take 11 damage each. What's he do?
Ah, fucking Harlock the idiot. He's got his fucking spirit weapon floating around.
Forgetting to attack with your spear weapon again. Just floating in the air there.
I'm going to take a full round on him myself. Natural 1 right off the bat. So
Slip and fall.
slip and fall on my ass. Alright,
Slip and
spirit
jump.
weapon, finally. It gets 2 attacks. So that's gonna be 16, miss, and then 26 on the second one.
Hit.
1d8 plus 1. Woo! 2 fucking damage again.
Really? Wow. Alright. Anybody else?
How do you get 2 damage?
You rolled a 1, plus 1.
A natural 20. Going to go.
Still a miss.
A natural 20?
Oh, that's unnatural.
You got
It's unnatural, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Sorry,
miss.
A natural 20.
their AC.
21.
What? 20.
AC's 21.
Roll 20.
21.
21, that's a hit.
It's a hit.
That's
A reflex save, but yeah. I rolled a 23, so I'll take half damage.
So roll 3 damage.
3 damage. Rolls. First one's going to be against Tarlock. I'm going to get a 30.
You know, fuck this, Jazz. Burning a mythic point for mythic dodge gives me plus 10 AC.
Alright.
Miss.
So it's a miss. Second one's going to swing on Cersei. I get an 18.
Miss.
Third one's going to swing on Finn. I get a 21.
Yeah.
Going to take 15 damage.
You're not dead, though, right?
No, I'm still not unconscious.
Oh,
Fourth one's going to swing on Kaleem. It'll be a 26.
shit. Yeah.
I'll do 11 damage.
Unconscious.
And the fifth one that just got in is going to swing on Cersei, and it's going to get a 33.
That's a hit.
It's going to do 13 damage to Cersei. And now 5 trolls in the house. You get an attack of opportunity on one Bahamut that was prone and stood up next to you, so you get one attack of opportunity.
He's within reach of me?
Nope.
Miss. Alright, back to you guys.
I'm gonna throw out another super mythic lightning bolt. Trying to hit all, 5 of them?
Yeah, you get all 5.
Alright, and they get a reflex save.
I'll roll a group for them, and they only got a 15, so...
So they take full damage. Alright. 30 damage to all of them.
30 damage. Nice lightning bolt.
I'm going to burn a mythic point and use Recall Blessing so I can cast any spell without expending a spell slot. And if the spell heals damage, I can roll twice and take the high result. So I'm going to do that on fucking Bobby over here.
We need to stop that. This is going to get really confusing.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm going to cast Cure Critical 26 plus 4, so 30 damage. Now, I'm not going to bother rolling that again because that's as good as it gets.
That's pretty good
30.
That's not bad.
Unhealed.
That was my standard. As my move, I want to, get in the fucking middle of shit.
Alright, so you move up closer to the trolls.
Or at least the first one.
Yeah.
I don't know, I need to get up.
I mean, they're all pretty much crowding into your living room now. They're pretty large creatures, so this whole...
Get up. I'm not worried about the ones in the room. I want to try and block the doorway almost, you know?
Well, they were only 5, and they're all 5 inside now. And you can close the door with your access card. All you have to do is swipe your access card, and the door will close.
I'll do that as my move action.
Alright, you run to the door and swipe the card and close the door. I should give everyone an attack opportunity since you just ran past 5 trolls, but I'm not, because they're kind of big and dumb.
They also didn't have access cards to get into the house in the first place, right?
Well, someone else did and left the door open.
Don't make me call Morrigan, Brian.
Well, she can see all this happening through the mirror. She's watching.
But she knows. I don't want her to risk
Yeah.
herself, babe.
You're a good husband, Harlock.
Some admirable traits, bro.
Back to Monk and then...
Monk's unconscious.
Oh. Yeah,
No,
did Finn already go?
No,
I forgot. I only healed her, not Monk. Oops. I forgot about Monk.
What was he gonna do? Take another hit?
Yeah, he's unconscious again. Well,
He tries hard.
He
21. Nope. Miss.
I got a 18 versus Bombhut.
Miss.
Miss.
23 versus Cersei.
Hit.
It's gonna be 14 damage. I got a 21 versus Harlock.
Finally, a fucking miss. What is the, like, orc commander attacking me alone?
And a 19 versus Harlock.
Miss.
And a 25 versus Cersei.
Hit.
11 damage.
So they get to do a reflex save.
I rolled a 9.
Yep, they take full damage. Here we go. Coming in hot. 28 damage to all of them.
I'm gonna cast, as my move action, Quick Channel, 14 damage to everybody.
Is healed.
Both your hits.
Oh.
Wait, did he kill Kaleem?
No, it is healed
No,
clean. He said damage, but I think he meant HP.
Okay.
You're healed 13 damage, yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Alright,
Weak now.
and then, as my, my standard action, everyone has the most HP.
Whatever that means.
Whatever, I'm gonna cast, you remind me of the babe on them, but it's
Alright, you cast your Rummy the Babe on 1. I get a will save, which I
Is that one
got
of his extra powers too?
I got a 17. Yep.
You gotta be at 20, I assume.
Alright, so he's gonna be lost at least for 1 round, but probably more. So one of these guys is gone.
We have only 4 now?
Yep, at least for the time being. One vanished.
Vanished.
Until it makes the will save to come back, and they are probably pretty terrible will saves.
Yeah. So,
Oh, that's like the
but
main
maximum 20 minutes. Yeah, it is the maze spell. He's lost in a labyrinth right now,
Oh.
created by Harlock's mind.
Whoa.
It's dark.
Helene's turn, so Helene's gonna use a swift action to take a mage armor potion.
All right, glug glug glug. I assume he had that on his hip then, right? It wasn't in a bag or anything. It was just on his belt loop.
Yeah.
All right, I allow you guys to store 1 or 2 potions that way, but that max like 2 probably on a belt
You
loop.
should get a potion bandolier.
Then you can carry way more on the potion. Then you have to above that, you have to get them out of your bag, and that takes a whole move action to get it out of your bag and stuff.
Nat 20. That's 7, and I get a second one. 7.
13.
That's gonna be a miss for Finn.
The troll fails his will save, so he stays in the maze. He's gonna get a 34 versus Cersei.
That's it.
It's gonna do 14 damage.
I just got 14 damage replenished last time, so that evened out.
It's gonna be
Right
a
time.
28 versus Harlock.
Yeah,
Definitely a hit.
I think.
That's definitely a hit.
Think?
What do you mean think?
Yeah, it's a hit.
Yeah.
All right.
Barely.
So that does 10 damage to Harlock. Natural 1, so the one going for Finn falls prone. And then the one swinging at Kaleem gets a 31.
Ooh, he's dead again.
Kaleem takes 14 damage. He's like that clown that you just like punch him and he goes down and he just gets back up.
Swift action? Can I swift action be like, come on, man, you're pissing me off? What the fuck?
At least every time you wake up, he like does something.
Good point.
You guys said at the beginning. You listen. At the beginning of the battle, you said no. We want Kaleem because at least he'll take damage. 1 hit. That's what you said you wanted him for. Was to take punches, and he's took a lot of punches.
This is last one. I'm kind of wasting heal spells.
Alright, Cersei's turn. How many of them can I hit with a cone of cold that will not damage my compatriots?
2 of them,
Only 2 of them.
not without damaging your compatriots. You can hit all 4 if you're willing to hit everybody else.
What if he hits Harlock?
What if I did another lightning bolt?
That still might risk because there are 2 of them are engaged like in direct combat with people. If is it a mythic one that you can like curve an arc and stuff?
Yeah, I can make it go at 90 degrees.
If you do that one, then I'll say then you can just hit all 4 of the trolls and not hurt your friends if you're able to bend the lightning bolt to your will.
Alright, yeah. So let them do another
Reflex save.
yeah, reflex save.
I got a 15.
Yep, they take full 21 damage to all of them.
I keep forgetting about this stupid magic site.
Just hanging in midair, waiting for orders.
Yeah, it's like, what's up, bro? One closest to me, I'm gonna cast Bestow Curse on. You get a will save.
17.
Nope. You get a -4 on attack rolls, saves, ability checks, and skill checks on that one.
Alright.
That's permanent. Holy shit. My sight is gonna attack that one. 24 to hit,
Hit.
21 to hit
Hit.
with a -4. Alright. So that's 12 damage to that little fucker.
Alright.
So that one has a -4 to all that shit.
Me too.
Hit.
22.
If you hit, it's a hit. Are you hitting that same one?
Sure, I'll hit that same 3 damage.
I rolled a 10 will save, or a 12 will save. He's not able to get out of the maze. Second guy rolled a 22 versus Finn.
Hit.
He's going to do 13 damage.
I have a rogue talent called Shadow Duplicate, which allows me to make an immediate action twice per day. When the rogue is hit, she can create a single shadow duplicate. When hit, and you just hit me.
Yeah, I just hit you, so yeah, do it now. Doing that right
So
now.
that 7 rounds that my shadow duplicate is present, and I can do it twice per day because I'm over level 5. I still take 13 damage, but now I have the ability to sneak because I have a shadow duplicate present.
So I just get to determine myself, randomly, whether or not it hits you with a shadow duplicate. Last number of rounds equal to your rogue level. Use it 1 additional time per day for every 5 levels you have. I got a 20 versus Cersei, and a 20 versus Cersei.
Miss.
That's it.
Let's say if Finn were to be shrouded in magical darkness, would she be able to do sneak attack?
If the trolls also entered the magical darkness and did not know something was in there to attack them, yes. But the fact that you guys are already in battle, I think I would. If you roll a sneak attack, if you roll a stealth with it, I'll allow it. They might not see you coming out of the darkness. If it's cast on Finn specifically and it travels with Finn, or if it's in a big enough area, if it covers a big enough area, they can't see Finn coming out of the darkness. Yes.
If I were to use my magic word, glum, for 1 minute per level, will negates. I doubt she's going to do a will contest on this. Target radiates 20 feet of darkness. I can do that once per week.
Alright, so a 20-foot area of darkness appears around Bahamut. Now, as long as you roll a stealth check from the darkness, I'll let you do a sneak attack.
Alright, yeah, I guess that's going to be it for me then.
Did that troll not stand up?
Oh wait, one did, so you get an attack opportunity on one. Yeah, that was before the darkness. He stood up before this got cast. You still get an attack opportunity with no sneak on that one if you want.
That was before the darkness, though.
I'm in the fray, I guess you would say.
It's unlikely that I'm that close, but I gotta...
It's gotta be a melee attack. So everyone wants to do a melee attack.
Yeah, Cersei usually stands back a little bit.
Alright, so Harlike, swing 1 melee attack on the one that was prone that stood up.
Alright, 27.
Hell yeah.
That's a hit.
10 damage.
Nice.
How many of these fuckers are still left?
All of them.
All of them. One's just in a maze.
Alright, I'm gonna burn a mythic point and cast Bestow Curse on not the one that I already cast it on before, but a different one.
Alright, I got a 24.
God damn it, yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that was my whole round. Fuck. I could do more than that.
Is that Bahamut? Yeah, roll a stealth so that you can get a sneak attack.
29.
Yep. You're able to sneak attack this guy. He doesn't see you coming out of your shadow. But if the attack is successful, you are sneaking.
That's 9, so 22, so that's a hit.
That's a hit.
22, so 10 plus bleeding and -4 to attack roll.
Alright. First one, still in the maze. Second one gets a 28 versus Finn. 13 damage. Oh wait, I have to roll percentage chance it might hit your shadow. This time I did happen to hit you. This guy gets a -4. So it's going to be a 20 versus Cersei.
Miss.
It's going to be a 23 versus Harlock.
Miss.
Alright, back to you guys.
How come I didn't get a -4?
It's only the one.
There's 2 of them. There are 2 that have -4s, but I rolled that on both of those.
Even though I'm stealthing through shadow, he still managed to hit me.
You had a percentage.
I rolled
to hit you.
50% chance. I rolled higher than 50, so yeah. Had I rolled lower, he would have missed you. But
I reckon I'll throw in inflict critical wounds at one of it's a ranged touch attack, so I guess I'll go, is one of them laying down?
no, they're all standing up right now, but 2 of them do have the -4, so.
Yeah, so I want to go for one of the ones with the negative on them.
Well, one has the -4 attack, but the other one has the other -4, so probably want to go for the one that has the other -4, the first one.
Yeah.
Alright, that's not gonna hit. Well, it's touch AC.
Gotta beat an 11.
So that's only a 13.
Still a hit. You have to beat an 11.
Oh, alright, cool. So he's gonna take 4d8. But there is a will save for half.
16.
Nope, not enough. 19 plus 25 damage to one of those guys.
I'm gonna take a full round on his ass. It's gonna be a 24 on the first hit.
Hit.
And then a 14
Miss.
on the negative. Yeah, that's my
Still a miss, yeah.
12 damage. Fuck yeah. I'm gonna use. You're low on hit points, right?
About half.
But I'm gonna use Combat Healer. I forgot about that. I can use it as a swift action. Alright, I burned 2 spell slots. So I'm gonna cast Cure Critical on on you by burning 2 level 4 spells.
What?
20 plus. You get 24 health back.
I guess I'll stealth in the shadows.
Alright, roll me a stealth.
20, a natural 20.
Unnatural.
I rolled a natural 1, so yeah, that's stealthy enough. You get a sneak attack on
And
one.
I roll to hit him.
No, miss.
I'm so stealthy.
So back to the trolls.
One of them finally reemerges from the maze.
Oh, yay.
There's now 5 trolls again. That's his whole turn. He spends his whole turn just coming out of the maze, so he doesn't do anything else this turn. The other 4,
Right from Morgan.
I got a 23 versus Finn.
I'm stealthy.
They miss you. They're your shadow. The next one I got a 32 versus Cersei.
That's definitely a hit.
It'll be 14 damage. I got a 32 versus Harlock. This will be 10 damage. And then I got a 26 versus Harlock.
Yeah, I'm not a 53.
26 a hit on you,
Miss.
Harlock. 26 a miss.
It's a miss.
Alright, then back to you guys.
Close.
Alright, yeah, so Cersei's turn.
Feel free to hit me.
Alright. So there's one of them that gets a -4 to all rolls.
Yeah, the cursed one, yeah.
Alright, well, I'm going to try to hit that one with a spell called Slay Living.
Oh.
He gets a
Love
fortitude for partial damage.
I got a 20.
And he does not make it, so that is 12d6 damage. Alrighty then, let's just... That's 35 damage to one of them. The one with the -4.
Alright, that one's unconscious.
Woohoo! One down, 4 to go, guys.
My swift action, I'm going to yell, Morgan! Perception to see if she heard that.
Sure.
16.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, let's see if she'll pop in next round, maybe.
Okay.
I'm going to cast your Chrisniticals on Cersei.
I get a will save, right?
So 28 damage, you are.
Nice, that's good. Thank you.
I have to roll another stealth check since I'm still stealthing from the previous round.
Yep.
Every time.
Every time, because I had to roll a perception check every time to see how well you're stealthing, how well they're percepting.
A nat 20 again.
I got a 17, so yeah, stealthy. So you are sneaking.
Yeah, so
That's
that's
a hit.
23. That's,
Yeah.
Alright, so the one that was cursed is unconscious currently.
yeah.
So
Correct.
am I still attacking the one that I did
Yep.
-4 attack bonus to?
Correct.
Okay, well this time I'm going to do Bewilder. So my sneak attack is going to cause bleeding, which he should be suffering every turn.
Yeah,
anyway.
I got you.
Bewildered, which is -4 to AC. 9.
Got you. The one that just came out of the maze trips and falls. The one that Bahamut just hit trips and falls. One swings a 23 at Cersei.
That's a hit.
Gonna do 11 damage. And I got a natural 20 on Harlock.
Yeah, that's a hit.
So
Oh,
35.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a 16 damage to Harlock.
Alright, so mine's turns again.
Yeah, back to the top.
Alright, well, I guess I'll cast another Slay Living on the one that has a -4 to its AC. It's a touch attack and it gets a fortitude.
Alright, so roll a touch attack and then I'll roll the fortitude I got was a 35.
Yeah, well, alright. Yeah, the touch attack's gonna miss anyway, so it doesn't matter. That was only a 15.
15 would be a hit, so I made the save though. Is that like partial or
Yeah, it's partial. It takes 3d6 and 6.
instead of 66 or something?
Instead of 12d6.
Oh, well, yeah, then, yeah, it's a lot less. But still something.
Yeah, burning up my level 6 slots. It's 14 damage to that guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my last level 4 spell and heal a motherfucker myself.
I can hex heal you as well later. But
I'm only down 30. 7.
I'm down 35 as well, so I'll feel your pain.
28 damage. Can we assume Morgan? Well, let's let them. Can Morgan be last in the rotation now?
Sure.
Alright, he's like super preggo now, so we need to figure out some negs, at least for this battle, I would imagine, right, Brian?
I mean, which gun are you using?
A musket, of course.
Well, it's got some kick to it, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, then I think you're putting your baby at risk, and we can roll a percentage chance every time to see if you damage your baby anyway. How about that?
Oh!
Alright, well,
Unless you want to switch to a pistol.
alright, yeah, I've got the pistol. I'm just trying to figure out what my attack would be. So I'll use the pistol, it's not going to be great. You know, we'll go straight up pistol. I'm not going to use any of my special shit, just because I don't know what the fuck that is. Like, that's mostly towards a musket. So I'm just going to do, alright, so just a pistol, which is full round action. I'm going to use rapid shot, so that's going to be 15 to hit against touch AC.
Hit.
23 to hit, that's going to hit.
Hit.
That's going to hit. and that's gonna hit. So
4 hits. Can we imagine that Morgan just like poked her hand out of the mirror too? There's like just an arm coming out of the mirror with a gun. Just like
45 damage. Whoever's closest.
that's one more that's one more unconscious.
Like off the balcony. What the fuck is going on in my house?
You had 2 unconscious trolls.
Stealth at 29.
Alright, I rolled a 21, so yep.
The 21 to hit.
It's a hit, but I got a reflex save. I rolled a 1, so I'll take full damage.
Alright, this is the same guy that I've done negative.
No,
4
that guy's unconscious now.
No, he's unconscious?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do bleeding and bewilder to this new troll, I guess.
Okay.
17?
Yeah, nice.
17.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it'll take me a
I don't know for sure. I don't think it takes a full round
round
action to reload. I think it just takes a move, but I could be wrong. So if you would rather me not be wrong, I'll whatever you want to do, man.
I mean, no, I'll just assume because it's not my favorite weapon. I'll just take a full round next round to reload.
Roll. First one gets a 39 versus Finn. That's going to be 10 damage. Second one's going to get a 27 versus Cersei.
That's it.
You're going to take 10 damage. Last one's going to get a 33 versus Harlock.
That's a hit.
You're going to take 12 damage.
How much damage did Ben take?
Oh wait, I have to roll a percentage chance. You might hit your Shadow Devil. Hold on. No, he hit you that time. I said 10, I believe, for Finn.
Here goes my escape plan.
Cersei runs away.
Well, I was planning on saving spells to make sure that I could do that in case things got real hairy. I guess I'll use my last level 5 spell and do another inflict critical wounds on one of these jokers. Hopefully one of them that has a negative to their AC. That's only an 11, but I might as well surge that because that's probably not going to hit, right?
I got a reflex save at 11, but you can surge if you want me to get a reflex save.
It's going to be a 15.
That's a hit.
He gets a will save after that for half damage.
I rolled a 9.
Nope, that ain't gonna do it. Alright, so you can take 48 plus 6. 17. So 23 damage to that guy. Running low on high level spells.
Alright, that one's unconscious.
Yes.
Yeah!
Alright, so, alright, I'll attack the next lowest damage one. The natural one, that's looking.
I rolled a 31 to stealth.
Oh, I got a 15 perception, so it's a successful sneak.
I missed my attack.
Alright, miss. Back to trolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 trolls.
Rolling 20s, I've been rolling 1. Alright. Harlock is falling on his ass 3 or 4 times.
24 versus Cersei.
Hit!
Gonna do 13 damage. Second one is a 27 versus Harlock.
I get a reflex for half.
Be 10. Yeah.
I mean, you tell
What's your
you tell
AC?
them, right?
Yeah, what's your AC?
I work my reflex real quick. My AC is 27,
So then, yes, that's a reflex.
26 on reflex.
Oh yeah, so you take 5 instead of 10.
Nice. I still got spells. I just don't have the good ones anymore.
Well, we don't need any good ones.
Would it be possible for me to cast just one more regular old lightning bolt and hit both of them without hitting my compatriots?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take the hit.
Okay then.
No.
Harlock will take the hit.
He just told me I could hit them without hitting you, and you're like, oh,
Yeah,
I'll
but
do
that's
it.
not fair. That's not fair. It's
Alright,
Okay.
fine. Alright, here.
Let Harlock take the hit. He volunteered. Let him have it.
Alright, you get a reflex save to take half damage, Harlock.
So do I, right? I got a
You gotta beat
22.
a 20.
I rolled a natural 1 again.
Alright, well, here comes 6d6 coming at you, fuckers. 12 damage to all of them.
Alright, Harlock's turn. Harlock's never worried. He's gonna swing on whoever's closer. Can I roll Intimidate? How you like that electric damage, dude?
Sure, roll it.
14.
They do not speak common.
They're not intimidated, or even if they do speak common. Maybe they did like that electric damage. Maybe they're into that kind of thing.
Swing on whichever one I held hands with when he got electrocuted.
Okay.
I'm gonna swing on that one. 24
Hit.
on the first hit, and then the second one is a 19.
Miss.
Alright, 12 damage. And then more again. I'm gonna shoot at the one that Harlock didn't attack at, which I'm assuming has the most hit points. Should probably roll to attack before damage, right?
Probably.
Way to jump the gun.
Oh.
Because he's a gun.
First battle. Oh, you level up after
21 versus touch.
Hit.
Oh, God, so much. More than that. Hit. 20 versus touch.
That'll do it.
16 plus 11 to hit.
Hit 27, that's a hit.
A 4 hit, so I assume that one hit. It's 42 damage.
Alright, that one's unconscious.
There'll be only one left, right?
Yep, there's one left.
No, 23.
Delta 23.
I got a 14 for perception, so yep.
18
Plus
plus 9.
BAB.
Yeah, so
That's a hit.
27.
27.
Hit.
Oh, I'm gonna do bleeding and bewildered again, so negative 18 damage.
Holy
Fucking
shit.
Troll roll.
During this turn, all 4 trolls stand back up.
Fucking shit.
Okay.
They get attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, the 4 that just stood up, I'm not gonna let them attack this turn. I'll let you guys all have an extra attack next turn, all 4 of them. But I'm gonna roll for the one guy this turn that still does get an attack. So that's a 27 versus Cersei.
That's it.
I'm gonna roll some perception.
That's gonna be a 15 damage to Cersei, and then you guys will get 2 attacks this turn, basically.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take a step back, make sure that I'm not gonna get hit by this, and then I'll drop 2 ice storms, guys.
Alright, so you're gonna hit everybody else in the house, though.
Yep.
Alright. Drop 2 ice storms.
That might actually be a really bad idea now that I think about it. I'll kill Kaleem. We can raise him from the dead, right? Yeah. Alright, we'll be fine.
Points we get from this battle.
I know, I can raise him from the dead. It'll be alright.
If I level up, yeah, we can.
No, I personally can raise him from the dead. And he won't be a zombie, it'll be fine. Alright, so that's gonna be 5d6 times 2. Alright, so the first time around, that's gonna be 10, 15, 16 damage. Second time around is gonna be 16, so yeah, 32 damage to everyone.
Alright, that includes Bahamut and Harlock.
Roll percentage to see if it hits my shadow character.
No, no, this is snow from above. It's a snowstorm. It hits everybody.
Area of effects.
Yeah, there's no way for it to not hit you. It's a snowstorm.
Well, did it knock down those 4 that just got back up?
Oh yeah, they're way down now, so it's gonna be, we'd assume, at least a minute before they get back up.
Unless you
Good.
had
And how about that last guy? He should be.
He's pretty weak, but he's not down yet.
Alright, guys. This is like our last round. We'll finish these puppies off.
If you can knock out this one guy, you can coup de grace all 5 of them.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. We need to kill this last guy so we have the time to do that.
Okay.
But Harlock's gonna blast channel positive energy. He's a little low after that hit.
Sorry, I warned you.
So that 14 damage, everybody. You get back. And then Harlock will swing on that last dirty dog. That's a 27 to hit on the first round, and then a 15, which is a miss, right?
Yeah.
So 11 damage.
Alright, 11 damage.
Morgan will take 1 pot shot. I'm going to spend a grit point and target its head. So I still hit normally. It's just if I hit, he's confused for 1 round. Yeah, that's like a 22 versus touch.
Hit.
11 damage plus he's confused for 1 round.
Alright, I roll percentage chance for that. Got 35, which means he just babbles incoherently for 1 round and can't do anything else.
So we all get an extra round.
Rolled sneak, which is 34.
Yeah, you got it.
Only 19 for a attack.
That's gonna be a hit right now.
Oh.
I'm considering him flat-footed right now.
Bleeding and bewildered again. 12 damage. And roll a second attack. It's only 14.
Miss.
So
Alright, you guys get one more turn.
Well, I'm gonna attack him with inflict moderate wounds. So that's gonna be, oh yeah, that's 26 to hit.
Hit.
So 20 damage.
That one's unconscious.
Cersei whips out her scythe and starts chopping off heads.
Alright, you start coup de grace on these trolls right here in the living room, leaving blood all over Morgan's nice white carpet. You guys get 2,800 experience each.
Hell yeah. Also, I would tell everyone, these new people that haven't been with us before, I'm like, so these things can clearly come back from the dead. We've dealt with them on multiple occasions. The best way for us to make sure they don't come back is have a little bonfire.
can we save the heads? I want to mount them on my wall.
Okay.
Do you take the rest out to the backyard near the pool and start a fire outdoors, or are you starting a fire indoors in your house?
No, definitely outdoors, mother.
Alright, you go outside and start a troll fire. It smells pretty bad, but whatever.
Yeah, and then we'll start questioning Cheesy McBurgers and this monk about why the shit did you bring 5 trolls into the house that,
I should probably cast some heals on this monk who's been unconscious.
yeah, I'll hex heal him as well.
Alright, so Clean wakes up. You guys are all sitting around the pool.
You got 22 extra hit points back.
You guys are all sitting around the in-ground pool in the backyard, enjoying the troll fire. having a quick conversation about what just happened.
Gather your friends around the troll fire and tune in next time for more long distance Dungeons and Dragons Dinner Theater.